it's Shaylee. I am so excited about today's video because I haven't sat down and made a makeup tutorial in so long. I feel like it's just been way too long. So today's video is all about my summer makeup routine as far as foundation goes. So I show you like from primer all the way to setting spray for the skin. I already did my eyes and my brows and my lips off camera. But yeah, I want to share the rest with you guys. Half my stuff is all over this counter, but as you can see, like I still have a basket full of summer things I want to share with you guys. Some are new, some are OG products. And for me in the summer, just to make it sweat proof and really long wearing, it's all about layering. So I like to do a lot more liquid products in the beginning and then set them with powders. That's just what works for me. I think it'll work for you too. And yeah, I'm just excited. So let's get started and I hope you enjoy the video. So it is honestly 5:30 at night. I'm just sitting down to make this video for you. So I'm not going anywhere with this makeup on. My point is, normally when you're getting ready in the morning, I would like wash my face, I would put on moisturizer and sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important for summer makeup. I like the Dermalogica one, it's SPF 30. I also like the Coola one, I think that's SPF 50. There's even a spray one that's really awesome. But as it's 5:30 at night, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm gonna go in and use a hydrating primer. I don't really have like a primer that I always use. I sometimes use a moisturizer. I sometimes use like a primer water spray, the Smashbox one. I just recently got this in my, what's the little box that comes? BoxyCharm. So it's the Jessica Black Hydrate Primer. I've used it for a couple days now and I like it, but I'm just trying it out. So just grab something hydrating unless you're oily. If you are oily, use some like oil control lotion. I really love the Cetaphil one and that actually has sunscreen in it. I put that on my brides or anyone like doing, you know, outdoor photos or something like that, because if it's hot, you don't want to sweat. But I'm not going anywhere and I've been really dry being pregnant. You can probably see I have like dandruff in my hair and I washed my hair yesterday. So it's not because it's dirty, I'm just very dry. So I like grab all the hydrating stuff lately. Okay, so after your skin's prepped, the next step would be foundation. So I have raved about this on Instagram. If you don't follow me over there, little plug, you should follow me over there because I'm on there every single day, even when I'm missing on here. But this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I've been using this since probably, let's see, probably like January or February. So a good 6 months by this point, and I freaking love it. It's a little pricey. I think it's about $50, but I still have this bottle, and this is what I've mainly been using. I did buy the next color up just because sometimes I'm tanner. Right now I am fair for my summer color. This is Deauville. I do 2 pumps of this. This is why it lasts me so long. I don't use a lot. If you're a girl that likes like full, you know, caked on glam, you're gonna need more. I personally love to just use this so I get good coverage and it lasts a really long time, but I like to mix in MAC Face and Body. I mix this into whatever I'm doing on anybody pretty much because it thins out your makeup and it just makes it look so much more natural. It's a water-based foundation, so again, if you're super oily, probably not gonna love this because it does have a little like sheen glow to it. That's why I like it, but this one, I feel like I'm already out of breath. I haven't made a video like this in so long. I feel like I'm talking so much. This one is the one that they've had for years. They sell it in 2 sizes. I got the giant size. You have to get this guy online. C2 is normally the color I buy, but they just recently came out with this MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. So I think it's the same thing, just a little more glowy. I have not used this yet. I grabbed it for today's video. It's not even the color I would normally wear. This is N1, which is a little more pink. But I want to test it out and I want to put it in this routine because I would think this is better for summer anyway if it's glowier. You really want to shake this. This is extremely sheer. Like I said, it's water-based, but it is buildable, so you can go back with like another layer if you need more. But I'm mainly using it just to thin out that NARS foundation. I'm gonna put like 4 or 5 drops and mix them together. I also think this is like a great foundation on its own if you're like really flawless skin naturally, or if you're like really young. When I used to work at MAC, I would always put that on girls when they'd come to the counter and they were like getting one of their first foundations ever, just because it's really easy to not F up your blending because it just like, it's like water. It like blends out so easy. You're not gonna get that line. So if you have daughters or something like that. It's really great. I'm just mixing it with my Real Techniques brush. I like to just concentrate this everywhere on my face besides right here, because we're gonna go back with something else there later. Make sure you carry it all the way down. And with this brush, I kind of like wipe it on to get it where I want, and then I start buffing it in like that. Again, that's how you're gonna get more coverage. If you ever want more coverage, like I have a few little breakouts right there. Did you see I covered it up by just stamping? Usually when I'm getting ready, I have music on, so it just feels weirdly quiet in here. Gracie's in here now, my wiener dog. I swear they like lay on the couch all day and don't give a crap about me until I'm like trying to do something like this, and then they're all up in my business. Okay, so if you have a favorite concealer at this point, go in, throw that baby on under your eyes, wherever you need it. Personally, in summer, I love using a pink color corrector under my eyes and pretty much leaving it at that. I just feel like it's a lighter look. It's more natural. Again, we're going for sweat proof, so if you can keep your layers very thin, that's gonna help you out. So MAC used to make this one called Radiant Rose Prep and Prime Pen. They still make it in like 2 or 3 shades, but they got rid of the pink one that I love. At least I can't find it online or in stores anywhere. Whew. So I ordered these 2 products in search of something similar. This is from NARS and it's called the Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. This is in the shade Light. And then I got this Clinique Airbrush Concealer, which is honestly so close. It's like the exact same thing as that MAC product, but I actually like mixing these. Since I bought both of these, I shared this on Instagram the other morning. I think it's fun to mix both. You definitely don't need both, but I just like a really bright under eye. So I just put this where I have darkness. I also feel like my, personally, this is like such a personal placement. I have a little like migrating with my filler over there. So it has like a little dark line where like my lip, like a shadow. So I like to put it there too. That's like just a me thing. Come here. This is what is going on the side of me right now, you guys. These cuties, like, oh my gosh. So if I seem distracted, I am. They're so cute down there. Okay, so after I put that corrector on and let it sit for just a little bit so it warms up on my skin, I'll buff it out. You can totally use your beauty blender or a little brush. I love this Real Techniques brush. It's called the setting brush. It just really depends. If you have a really dry skin, I love using beauty blenders because it just adds a little bit more hydration back in because you get this wet. Okay, beautiful. Now, I personally like to layer these. Like I said, you don't need both of these. You could use just one, you could use none, you could use your concealer, like you can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I've liked doing lately. So now I go in with this. And I just put it right under my eyes, and then I also do carry this like up and put a little brightness on my forehead. I don't love a ton of product on my forehead because I feel like it can get cakey real quick. But I will carry it like down the center of my face. And again, it just kind of depends if I use a brush or a beauty blender. I'm just sharing all these tools with you guys because I have so many favorites. It just really depends what's clean, what's sitting 2 seconds away from me. If I have to look for something, I'll use something else. Like, it really doesn't matter. So now that we've highlighted with liquids, we're gonna contour or like bronze with liquid. So this is a new product that I love. It's by NARS and it is called Casino. It's a sun-kissed bronzing cream. It's limited edition, so if you're interested, make sure you check out the link in my description box so you can get it before it's sold out. But there's only one color and it's fairly dark. So when I'm spray tanned, I love this. Right now, this is a little too like, whoa on me. It just takes forever to blend out. I can wear it, but this other one is mine that I prefer to use when I'm more fair. It's the Tan de Chanel. And I believe this comes in 2 or 3 colors. I just have like the regular Bronzing Universal is what it's called. I've had this forever. It's kind of expensive, so I probably should throw it away by this point, but it's kind of expensive. So I feel like it still smells delicious. It doesn't look weird, so I'm still using it. So you can see these next to each other, see how much lighter this one is. So that's why I'm choosing this today for me. But I did want to show you guys this because I think it's really pretty. And when I have my spray tan, it's definitely a go-to and it's limited. So I had to share it. Since this is a cream, you want to grab a brush that you would like to use like for foundation or concealer. Something duo fiber like that that's kind of more like synthetic. Otherwise, if you use a natural hairbrush, it's just gonna like soak up a ton of your product. But anyways, so this one is the Morphe M536. I will link all these brushes down below. I'm normally really bad at that. just because I use so many different ones, and I don't want people to feel like they have to buy that exact brush. Just grab something similar. But since we are focusing on like just the skin today, I will make a point to link the brushes. So I'm taking this everywhere I would take bronzer. So anywhere like the sun would tan you, that's where I'm going to take this. So around the hairline, I don't know why I just like stuttered right there. Water break. Around the hairline, and then like in the areas you'd want to contour as well. So for me, that is like right in here. And the cool thing is this isn't like dry right away. It's very, very blendable. So sometimes I'll kind of like map out what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'll put it like under here, especially because I am prego, so I'm gaining a little weight, which is perfect. It's totally fine. I feel so lucky because it's summer, and normally I'm like, oh my God, I have to wear a swimsuit, or oh, I don't like how I look in this dress that's like a fitted dress. And now I'm like poking my belly out. Like, I don't care. I feel like it just makes you cute being pregnant. So I don't care about the little extra added weight so far. It's a beautiful thing. And then I go like this because Scott Barnes tells me to, tells everyone to. Just connects like this right here with your cheek contour. Scott Barnes is JLo's makeup artist. If you didn't know, he's amazing. Who doesn't want JLo's contour? I love doing this right under my nose. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of details that are like kind of personal to me, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. My nose is pretty upturned. If you have an elongated nose, you don't want to do that because it's going to make it look more shadowed underneath. I want mine to look more like it's going down, so I like shade the whole underneath of my nose like that. For the sides of my nose, I'm not super precise with a nose contour. I just don't have the patience, and my nose is crooked anyway, so it never looks perfect. So you know, do whatever you want. What, Gracie love? You want to come say hi? Come here. She's been in a weird mood all day. There you go. Say hi to the people. She's been in a really weird mood. Like, she was camping out in the laundry room all day, which is so unlike her. I don't know what's wrong, but I love you with all my heart. Now I'm just kind of buffing out that mapping that, you know, how I put the bronzer in place. Just buff it out, girl. I like to take my foundation brush, like, see here, I kind of went a little low. Clean that up a little. So you can go a step further. Again, this is so many steps, I know, but I'm just sharing. Like, I literally have a basket of products that I just love right now for summer, and I want to share them all with you. Obviously, you don't have to do every single step. You can take what you love from this routine. This is the KKW Beauty contour stick, and you can get, like, Anastasia has a great one that I like as well. This is in the color medium 1 and medium 2. So again, I'm gonna use medium 1 because I'm fair right now. You already did your, like, you know, kind of shaping of your face, but if you want to take it like a little extra step further, you can go with a little bit of a darker color. I usually do it like just a little bit more. Just a little bit in areas I want to sit even further back. We're all buffed out. Okay, so now that we have all of our liquids done, we're gonna go back and set with powder. That's what's really gonna like lock this in and make it very long wearing. Because my under eye stuff has been sitting this whole time, I will go back and kind of like buff it out just to get any little lines out, any excess product. I get questions all the time like, what do I use for my lines? And I swear everything I show people, it's like they're not happy. I don't know. I don't know if that's just lately, but it's like, bitch, you got lines. Like, when you have lines under your eyes, you can't erase them. You know, you can put like a very lightweight product and use a very thin layer and lock it with a lightweight powder. That's all you can do. Like, you can't erase it. So you'll see I go back with bronzer to kind of camouflage mine because I do have lines under there. It just part of aging, you know. You just want to avoid like cakey products, and you want to make sure you set. My favorite powder lately is the Morphe Pink Petal. I'm out of it right now, but I'm gonna make it because I don't have it, and I have all these products stacked in my vanity and I'm trying to go through them. So this is the Ben Nye Pretty Pink. This is a darker pink than the Morphe one, that's why I'm not using this alone. And then this is a MAC Invisible Powder. I got this is called Set Powder. I got this at the Pro Store in San Francisco 5, 6, 7 years ago, so I don't know if it's even available anymore, but it's just a translucent white powder. Or, you know what I'm saying, translucent powder. That's in this cap, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of this pink. So this is my favorite under eye setting brush. It's an e.l.f. blush brush. and I've used this for years. Again, light powder. Don't cake this on there, otherwise you are going to accentuate those lines. So make sure you tap off your brush. And then I like to just set basically the center of my face. Anywhere we kept that pink highlighter, I'm going to take this product. Oops, I forgot to blend out my contour line under my lip. Okay, so we set the highlighted areas. Now we're going to set the bronzy areas with a powder bronzer. I'm actually going to use a powder. This is one trick I use if I'm fair, because sometimes like bronzers, I mean, there's a lot of beautiful light tone bronzers now on the market, like Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced, they make a milk chocolate soleil. Hoola bronzer from Benefit, they make a light hoola. There are a ton of options now, but this is just an old favorite. It's called Mineralized Skin Finish Powder from MAC. This is an actual face powder, and I just buy the color medium dark. It's like a skin tone, so it looks very, very natural, and it has a little bit of luminosity to it. So I love using it to act as a bronzer. It's just perfect. It doesn't have any orangeness to it. It's very, very lightweight, so I really like it. I'm just taking a giant powder brush. This is from Jaclyn Hill, JH02, and I'm setting everywhere we bronzed. See that? Isn't that a beautiful? It just looks so natural because it's a face powder. It's not a bronzer. Oh girl, I am fair. Carry this down. Like an M. Okay, I'm gonna do that just a little bit because it makes you look more like you were outside in the sun, because the sun would hit this whole spot. So you know how we were talking about under eye lines? This is the time I'm also gonna go in with that same bronzer. This is just quick style. Like you can of course use eyeshadow, but I just used like a warm brown eyeshadow, and this is just sitting here, so I'm gonna do it really quick and just share that tip with you guys because it does kind of help hide those lines. Okay, now it's time for blush. These are my two favorites right now, and I'm probably gonna mix them. This is the NARS Luster. I just bought this in my Ulta haul video, like 3 videos ago. And it's freaking beautiful for summer because it's like an orange glowy blush. This, however, is a lot more affordable and it's glowier. It is Luminoso from Milani. I'm just gonna use Luster first. This is a fake NARS brush. What's this brand? I forget. I'll link this. I really like this. It's like a knockoff of the NARS one. Way more affordable. Japanesque, that's what the brand is. And I'm just kind of tapping. I like to throw a little bit of this since it is like bronzy orangey up on my forehead too. Again, just like tying everything together. Sometimes I don't have an eyeshadow brush, but like I'll take like a crease brush and I'll throw a little in my crease. I think that's really pretty too. Warm Soul from MAC is another great summery bronzy blush. And I kind of am a blush freak, so if you don't like this much, obviously just don't put that much. I always talk about this, you guys know, it's MAC Studio Fix powder. Lately I'm breaking out just a little this week right here. I haven't really been. I think I just ate a few too many popsicles this week, so my skin's actually been really good lately, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of Studio Fix powder right there just to give me a little extra coverage down there. I don't normally want all this on during summer unless like halfway through the day I'd go in and do that to like touch up, but I'm just putting a little bit because I had a little breakout. Also, it kind of helps you like clean up your bronzer. Like you can go in with your powder that you set under your eyes with. I do that a lot. I'll take my sponge and get a little powder and like carve out under my blush to make sure it's nice and crisp. But because I'm like going in here with this big buffer brush of powder, it kind of does that for me. And then I will just take this brush and like make sure everything's kind of like soft. We're looking good and glowy. Last step, and what makes this so beautiful and glowy, I'm obsessed with this. It's Hourglass powder. They have so many colors. This is in Luminous Light. I learned about this specific color from Jaclyn Hill, but I use a ton of the colors like on a bunch of clients because I have everyone's, you know, different skin tones, but this one's really pretty for pretty much everybody. It's like a champagne color, so that's really beautiful. They do have darker shades if you are a deeper skin tone. I'm just using that same Japanesque brush, and I'm literally gonna place this like all right here. If you're oily, don't do that, but like she showed this on YouTube years ago when I was oily, and so I couldn't really put it everywhere. I would just almost place it like a highlight on the top of my cheekbones. I'm putting this everywhere. I just think it's so pretty and it makes you look so glowy. Like I'll smile and put it right here. I love that. I love that glow. Looks a little crazy in the viewfinder, so hopefully when I'm editing this, I'm not like, Jesus, Shaylee, what'd you do? But I do this in real life all the time right now, and people have been like, you're glowing. It's because you're pregnant. And I'm like, no, it's because my Hourglass powder. Okay, and then I like this blush so much, I just want to put a dab. I know that this is overkill here, but I'm just gonna put a little bit because I love blush. I just think it's so pretty in the summer to do like really blushy, bronzy skin and light eyes and light lips. I just think that's such a pretty look. We are done. We're done with my skin routine. This is all I do except setting. So I'm gonna use this. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I've used this so much. I got this replacement bottle in my Ulta haul recently. It's awesome because it's only $16 and it works the same as a high-end. I feel like Morphe's like high-end even though they're so affordable. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna do my lips and my under eye mascara and set my eyebrows with clear brow gel, and I'll be right back. All right, there is my whole foundation routine. I hope you guys really liked this video and, you know, test it out. Wear it in summer. Let me know what you think. Luckily, at least where I live, like we don't have to wear masks everywhere anymore. They're kind of lightening up on that. I know masks are for everyone's safety, but it definitely kills my makeup vibe. So I'm very excited that we're not having to wear those anymore. But I will say that's one of the main reasons I loved this, because I noticed that this foundation would last a lot better putting a mask on my nose. So let me know what you think. I hope it's sweat proof for you like it is for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.